My lips are so dusty, I can't move them properly. Can't say going strong, but I'm so ready. For the past year and a half, my dad and I have been renovating this 1890 farmhouse that my great-great-grandfather built. Hi, welcome back to the home house renovation. So we have 2 weeks where we are completing all of the walls in the home house so we can lay flooring. That's kind of the order of operations that I'm learning with renovation. You want to do your walls first so your flooring can butt up to the wall. You don't want your wall to sit on top of your flooring. So we just have the entryway and the drywall left to do, and the walls will be complete. So that is the goal these next 2 weeks. But today I'm not gonna work on the walls. Technically, I'm not installing any new walls, but I am gonna work on sanding the ceiling because it's also gotta be done. In the guest bedroom, when we removed all of the drywall from that room, we exposed a lot of termite damage. All of that had to be removed and tossed out, except one wall. Still, those boards are in good condition, and the ceiling, those boards are in 85% condition. The catch is they were both covered in old wallpaper. We have sanded the wallpaper off of one wall. By we, I mean my mom. She did that one day, and it is beautiful. Once all of that wallpaper was removed, it exposed the most rich caramel color aged pine walls, and once sealed, I think they'll be perfect. And it's exciting because that is what is also on the ceiling. We've just got to sand the ceiling to get there. So that is what we are going to work on right now. Oh, I forgot to tell you, they actually put cloth on each seam where every board meets. So on every seam, you can literally pull off this old fabric. Ew, so much dirt. Okay, update. It's going pretty good. I was able to like dry scrape a lot of it, and now I'm sanding, and laying down and doing this really helps so you don't kill your back and your shoulders. It is still hard. The most annoying part is if I wear my mask, my glasses fog up. If I don't wear my glasses, then I can't see. So I'm kind of battling that, but I mean, if that's the worst thing, we're doing pretty good. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Here we go. Probably got a third of the ceiling done. The wallpaper turns into dust, so it just fills the air. But the termite tunnels that are on top of the wood, it stays dirt. So when the sander hits it, dirt flings in my face, and I can't wear a mask and wear my glasses because they fog up. That felt nasty. That's the update. I think we're about done for the day. I'm gonna clean up and then head out. It's the next day. It is Saturday, so that means we're gonna be here all day. Honestly, about to do the same thing we did yesterday and finish up sanding the ceiling. Let's go. Still sanding the ceiling, still going. Can't say going strong, but we're going. My lips are so dusty, I can't move them properly. They're stiff. Like. It's done though. It's done. Let me be right back. I'm gonna try to clean off and then debrief. Oh my gosh. After sanding the ceiling, I was cooked. Like the next day, it really hit me. But the day of, yeah, I hit like waves of being tired and dragging. But honestly, something came over, and you know when you're doing a task and then you're full force that task, you're not thinking about anything else, you just do it. I wish I could do that all the time, but it's only every once in a while, and that was one of those days. It was full focus on the task. Don't look at what I've done or what I have to do. Just look at this little patch that I can see 1 foot from my face. And I am so thankful that is done, but also it is so worth it. It's beautiful. But today we're going to be in the master bedroom. We installed all of the tongue and groove boards that we'd salvaged when we were demoing the house. And now we've put them back on the walls. However, there is plenty of dirt and like termite tunnels all on the face of the boards. So before we paint, I want to clean them off and make them smooth again so the paint looks nice. And that is the task today. So I got a couple of 5-gallon buckets and rags, and yes, we should have pressure washed before we installed them, but it was the dead of winter and they needed to be installed. So one of those things where timing just did not work out, and I'm gonna put in the work now. So you can see all the texture we have on some of the boards. And then those boards are fine, but then you've got it back on some more spots below it. So it's a little spotty everywhere, some on the ceiling right here. And this corner is pretty bad, but we'll give all the boards a bath, scrape all that termite tunnels off, and then hopefully in the next day or two, we'll be able to prime the boards, because soon we'll be installing flooring, and it'd be ideal if we can put the first coat of primer on and not have to worry about covering up the floors, you know? I just tested a spot, and actually scraping it with a putty knife seemed to work great. So here we go. Let the scraping begin. Like a charm. Okay. Already better than I thought. It is so smooth. Like, I know it still looks bad, but paint will take care of that. Yesterday, I finished the master bedroom, the ceilings, all the walls. I had to move the doors around, so I feel like it's hard to tell. And honestly, the spots are still on the boards, but when you physically run your hand over it, the boards are all smooth now. So I feel like the paint will really go on nicely, which is the whole goal. So let them look how they look now, but when they're painted, it'll look really nice. Master bedroom's done. Now we've got the kitchen, which this is the smallest area, so I thought I would tackle it next just for some satisfaction and some motivation. Then we've got the double-sided chimney, which is fully wrapped with the tongue and groove boards. And if you turn some more, the whole dining room, so this whole wall and the one beside it. Honestly, I'm just gonna see what I can get done. But tomorrow, I may have to continue to wipe down the boards and maybe start taping. We'll see. But I'm gonna just see how far I can get on this kitchen wall and go from there. But let me tell you, just scrubbing the ceiling yesterday, I'm sore from it. Honestly, the motivation is just to paint. Like, I'm just motivated because I'm so excited to see it painted. Like, it looks really rough right now. And I want my house to be a farmhouse. I don't want it to look like the inside of a barn though. Okay, enough talking though. Let's go ahead and get started. My drywaller was here while I was doing this, and he was like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, I want to show you the difference because it may seem pointless, but once you see this, like, do you see how much cleaner that side is than this side? You see how much lighter that is than this? Are you like, yeah, they're filthy. And look, you can paint filthy walls, okay? You really can. But you're going to regret it in the long run because the paint adheres better to a clean surface. If it's adhering to dirt, eventually the dirt will flake off and therefore your paint will flake off. So it's better to put in the work now rather than later have some chippy, flaky, ugly walls. Look at this. The drywall is delivered. Have a pile there. And then a pile in the entryway. I will say, I don't know why the sheets are so big. Like, normally they come in like a 8x4. These are 12x4. They're huge, but they're here. And it is delivered. Like, not seeing all this insulation and insulation and then insulation in the rooms anymore, it's gonna make this house feel so much different. I don't even think I'm ready for it, to be honest. Like, all of that drywall up there in the kitchen, all of that into the nook and the ceiling of the nook, in the pantry. Oh, well, if you keep going, in the master closet, like I won't be able to walk through that anymore. In the closet, in the bathroom. The whole house. The whole house. It's about to change. I'm so ready. All right, so I just got to the home house to unlock it for the drywallers this morning. So this is everything they did yesterday. They rolled. And he said they'll be able to finish hanging today. So I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough. So this is the kitchen. That wall, all of this, look at that nook. Wow. Then you go in the laundry. This is a big difference in here. This just made it feel like a true room, because this one was pretty rough before. But they got a little creative around the pipes. I was wondering how they were going to do that, but they removed this pipe off the wall and rehung it on top of the drywall. I didn't know how they were going to do that. Okay, then off of the kitchen is the pantry. Look. Having that wall actually be a wall in the back, that really threw me off, to be honest. I was like, oh wait, I can't just keep cutting through there and going in the master closet. And then you got that. They even did this little piece behind. I didn't know that they were going to do that. That looks really nice. Now that is the bulk of what they did. Now moving into the back of the house. So they didn't get to the entryway or anything. But this room, the guest bedroom. I wish the lighting were better, but wow. That made a huge difference. They did not get to the bathroom in here, but they did get to the master bathroom. Just, I think this is where they stopped because it's halfway done. Here we go. Okay, the closet wall, that's not done yet, but then they've got this. And the toilet room is done. You back up, and this wall is partially done. This weekend was such a big weekend to the point where I don't even know what I filmed or didn't film. But let me just give you a tour so then you can be up to date and talk about all the things we did. We'll start with the big boy in the room. So I'm in the living room and all my flooring. I found flooring on Facebook Marketplace for a steel tart pine flooring. So I've got all of that. My lumber yard had to be first moved from the living room, and then all of this was brought in. Then we started taping off all of the windows. Sorry, now it's backlit. All of the windows and the electrical, so we can get ready for paint. Hopefully this week that'll happen. All of the tongue and groove boards up there around the chimney, the door's kind of hiding it, but the chimney and the dining room, all of that got completed and wiped down, so that is ready for its first coat of paint. Because what we're gonna try to do is go ahead and paint like just the primer, not like the color or anything like that. Just try to get that first layer of primer on everything so we don't have to tape off the flooring once we install that this weekend. So if we can go ahead and prime and not worry about covering the floor because it's just plywood, that would save us a lot of time. And that is why it's such a rush to clean all of the walls and go ahead and paint, because I really want to start installing the flooring this week. So, oh my gosh, you haven't even seen the drywall done yet. Hold on. Okay, let's start again. So we're in the living room with all my flooring bundles, and all of that drywall got completed and into the hallway. Now, there's nothing in the dining room, and then nothing around the fireplace. Moving into the kitchen. Oh, this was such a dramatic change. all of that. I wish that scaffolding wasn't there so you could see it better. That drywall is complete in like the kitchen. And my dad and I both agreed that this nook in the kitchen looks so much bigger now that it's drywalled, because it'll start to look kind of small, but then now it's drywalled and clean. It's like, oh, okay, that is a good size. Then in the pantry, all of that is drywalled. So now we can't walk into the master closet anymore. That was a big kicker for me, because I turned this corner and I tried to I was gonna walk through it to go see the closet, because it's always what I got so used to doing. I was like, whoa, there's a wall there, you know? But that looks so good now. That's the pantry. Okay, then moving on to the laundry room. And like I said, we're trying to prep for paint, so we just moved everything in here out of the way. But all of this is now drywalled. Nothing in the little half bath. But if you move back here to the back of the house where the bedrooms are, this is a big change. So there's nothing in this. Sorry, it's a little dark. I'm telling you, we were prepping for paint. We got all this done. Like even the vents. We go in here. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So that's our toilet room. All of that got drywalled. The walls in here, nothing in the shower area, but that's where our vanity will go. And I've got this really pretty antique hutch that I'm turning into a double vanity. So that'll be, it's literally the perfect width. And that'll slide right in that little nook with a beautiful mirror. Then the closet. I did not realize how big this closet was until it's drywalled. I'm telling you, drywall has a way of just making spaces feel bigger. I don't know if it's because it's clean, like if you're living in like your room is dirty and it kind of feels some kind of way, and then you clean it, it's like, oh, I have plenty of space. I wonder if it's kind of an equivalent to that. But either way, let's slide back through. Okay, now going to the guest bedroom. I need you to take this in. Oh my gosh, look at this. Gorgeous. So that's where you walk into the bedroom, that door there. All of this wall will stay wood. The ceiling will stay wood. Now that we have it all sanded, oh my gosh. That drywall just makes that wood look really good. And this room look really cleaned up. Like, are you kidding? All that work, so worth it. So worth it. Okay, now if you go into the bathroom, I've started, again, moving things back in here, which is actually kind of nice. So tub will go there. All that will be tiled, so it didn't get drywall. But the ceiling got drywall, and this little, let me step right here. And the rest of it got drywall as well. I feel like you can start to get a feel for the space. The vanity, of course, will go there. And then I've had the toilet right beside it, which I just didn't set it on top so it can slide over. But this little detail on the toilet with the detail on the sink and the pretty but simple legs on this vanity, as well as these doors that were bookcase ends. I found them at a yard sale, and they're all, so that's oak, and so is the cabinet is oak. And I feel like you can really start to see, wish I could show you better, the room come together with all its pieces. It'll be so pretty. So that's the guest bedroom and bathroom. Those were major spaces because they were so unfinished, and the bedroom was so damaged. Y'all saw it. Like, we sanded all of that, and the drywall, just cleaning it up that step further. That bedroom's going to be stunning. Okay. Also, I will say, when I got the flooring from Facebook Marketplace the next day, I found on Facebook Zallige tile. And for those that don't know what Zallige tile is, it is handmade tile. All Zallige means is it is handmade tile. So it'll have a lot of natural texture and color variation. So all of these are slightly, they're all white, but if you look at them closely, they have slight imperfections and just a really beautiful texture. And of course, they're just clay. I love them, and it's enough for the whole kitchen backsplash. So the kitchen backsplash will all be white Zalige. So it'll be classy in that it's white, but it'll have a little bit of character, which I feel like is so fitting for the kitchen with all of the tongue groove and the heart pine flooring we just got. Oh, and then I'll show you real quick upstairs. So then this wall was completed, and if you turn, the bathroom wall is completed on both sides, so you can really get a feel for the space. Oh, found a toilet as well, habitat. That is all for this video. So I hope you come back. I post a video every other Wednesday, and this week I plan to finish prepping for paint, actually paint, and then start laying the heart pine flooring that I found on Facebook Marketplace this coming up video. So I hope you come back, check in to see the rest of the home house progress. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.